I want to watch this because this is more just these people don't matter, but it's fun watching them go after each other. And it's weird that Beto would also have this particular attack on Pete Buttigieg because he himself is engaged in much of the same behavior, but on other issues. So watch what Beto does here, unloading on Mayor Pete.
What Pete has been saying is that a mandatory buyback is the shiny object that is distracting us. How in the world can you say that to March for Our Lives? How can you say that to survivors of mass shootings across this country? How can you say that to the majority of Hispanics in America, certainly in Texas, who fear that they will be the victims of a mass shooting inspired by racism and hatred that's been welcomed into the open by this president and has been armed with weapons of war? So I was really offended by those comments. And I think he represents a kind of politics that is focused on poll testing and focus group driving and triangulating and listening to consultants before you arrive at a position. I think our politics has to be about doing the right thing, saying the right thing.
Okay. So Beto's not wrong about any of that. But he's the exact same when it comes to issues like healthcare. So he doesn't support Bernie's Medicare for All bill. Issues like climate change, he's not on board the Green New Deal, or at least not to the level that Bernie Sanders is. On any number of issues. On student debt. I mean, so this idea that, oh, Pete Buttigieg is all poll tested and he's, 100% true. But so are you. So just because on this one issue you can create a division between you and Pete Buttigieg doesn't mean that you're not the exact same on everything else. So it's odd. I mean, maybe he was asked a question about Pete Buttigieg, which is why he discussed him. But I think part of the problem here is that potentially, or the problem for Beto potentially, is that they're sharing a lot of the same big donors. And a lot of those same big donors have decided to go with Pete Buttigieg over Beto. And you can see that in the money that Pete continues to raise, despite the fact that he's polling at like 5%. So Pete Buttigieg's campaign is completely propped up by big donor money. He has the most billionaire donors at 23, but that was a number that was calculated over the summer. It's likely more billionaires now than just 23. But that's where Pete Buttigieg's support is from, and that's largely where Beto's support would have came from if he was able to keep it up, but he has not.